Next fight, another WEC get together here happening in the UFC. We got Will Campuzano and Nick Pace. Don't know what to say about this fight.
Somehow, I don't think we're going to be seeing this fight on.
Yeah, it probably won't be televised. I think I'll take Nick Pace. He's a tough guy. He had a rough fight in his last go around, but he was fighting a tough guy in Demetrius Johnson too. And
when I don't know much about either fighters, I do take the always bet on black, but I also like to bet on the actual name that I can pronounce.
Ooh, so he's sticking away from Campuzano.
I think I'm going to go
Nick Pace.
I think I'm going Nick Pace.
All right. I like it. This next one, the first fight from guys who were on the show, we got Sako Chavician and Kyle Watson going at it. On the show, I wasn't that impressed with Sako.
I was very impressed by Kyle Watson.
And Kyle Watson impressed the hell out of me, to be honest.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach for Matt Hughes?
That's what I believe.
Yeah.
He coaches at Matt Hughes' gym. I'm going to take Watson for sure.
I agree.
I think he can win it on the ground. I also think he's looked a lot better in his stand-up. He looks good.
I don't like to bet on Armenians.
Really?
No.
I guess you'd be one to know if you count the last UFC card.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah. Next fight on the night is Tyler Toner and Ian Loveland going at it. I'll take Tyler Toner. He was supposed to fight. What was he supposed to? Josh Grisby, was he? After Grisby lost his.
I think so.
Aldo got hurt. Maybe I'm wrong. Hell, I don't know.
I think you got to turn it around. I think Jose Aldo, they decided that Josh Grisby and Tyler Toner were supposed to fight each other, and then they decided that Jose Aldo was going to fight.
Yeah, when Aldo, that's
Grisby,
right. That is exactly what it was. You're
only knowing that they could have left the Grisby Toner fight together because now Aldo is not going to be fighting.
Yeah. But they needed a championship fight.
Absolutely.
To tack onto that 125 card. Just to strengthen it. And I think they're assuming Jose Aldo is going to be a big draw. But we'll see. I'll take Tyler Toner. I think he's just better than Ian Loveland. It's simple as that.
Less letters. I'm going to go Tyler Toner.
There we go. The next fight is a good one. We got Cody McKenzie, the master of the McKenzie team. He's taking on Aaron Wilkinson. I think I've got Wilkinson in this fight, to be honest. His ground game's terrible, though. I could see McKenzie.
Way we could get a guillotine.
I could see him taking him down and rolling into it somehow. To be honest, Wilkinson's terrible on the ground, but I just have a feeling he'll keep it standing and he'll pepper McKenzie with punches all night.
Aaron Wilkinson's stand-up is so good that I don't know. For some reason, long story short, because I don't really have a story to tell, Aaron Wilkinson, I think, is actually going to win this fight. As much as I want to see McKenzie get a McKenzie team on, in the UFC, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. The next fight, Nam Phan, who lost a pretty close decision in the.
When you say lost a pretty close decision, are you talking about his actual fight or the fact that he got caught jerking off on the Ultimate Fighter?
I was just talking about the fight.
Okay.
Could you go that long?
He was cleaning.
Could you go that long?
He was cleaning himself.
Well, whatever you want to call it. They're on that show for like 12 weeks.
Wait, is it what's the saying? If you
shake it once, that's fine. Shake it twice. Okay, shake it 3 times.
If you're playing with yourself, I think that's actually it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, back to the actual fights.
Taking on Leonard Garcia.
Ooh.
Garcia.
Fight of the night, Leonard Garcia.
Leonard Garcia wins fight of the night quite a bit. Also wins a lot of fights for some reason. He shouldn't win most of them because he just throws crazy wild haymakers, gets outstruck all night. lands a couple big ones, and it.
Question, Nam Pham, do you know what nationality is? Is he Korean?
I'm assuming he's like Vietnamese or something.
Because if he's Korean, then Leonard Garcia does hold the advantage because he does have a win over the Korean Zombie.
Well, it's true. That was a joke of a judging decision too.
Well,
anyway,
you had to ruin my beautiful setup there by saying it was a horrible joke.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, no, I think Nam Pham wins this fight.
I do too. What I'm hoping is to see one of those nasty body shots he puts on people. On the show, he was showing those things off, and they were nasty.
He had some good body shots.
Give
especially
him
in the finale.
Have Leonard Garcia. Yeah. When Leonard Garcia's throwing those wild haymakers, duck under and give him a nice little rib roaster. Whew.
Absolutely.
Oh, love the sound they make too. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the next fight after that is the one I'm really looking forward to. Rick Story taking on Johnny Hendricks. Oh man, fantastic. I think I'm going to take Hendricks in this fight. I think it might even be a boring fight, no matter. I know I'm excited for it and everything, but I could see Hendricks just taking him down
at will.
You think so?
At will.
Rick Story.
Listen,
no
I understand. Hype isn't the word for Rick Story. I understand how much popularity he's starting to bring.
Well, he's on a 4-fight win streak. But his last loss was to John Hathaway, and that was Hathaway's a tough guy.
Yeah, but
what he showed against Mike Pyle.
Collegiate wrestler, Oklahoma State,
collegiate champion.
I
think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I think at least twice.
Yeah.
I see a Gray Maynard like.
You think he'll just hold him down?
I think he will hold him down for 3 straight rounds and get a 30-27 victory.
Yeah. I think I'll take Hendricks in the fight too. I think he will be able to get takedowns. I don't think it'll be at will by any means, but he'll get his takedowns. He hits hard. He might be able to show something off standing too if a takedown fails. I'll take Hendricks.
Don't let me down, Johnny Hendricks. You are my only hope for this fight. Even though I think it's going to be a boring decision.
It's still good to see guys dominate.
I like Johnny Hendricks. I mean, is it weird that I hate Gray Maynard, but I like Johnny Hendricks?
Yeah. I think do you hate John Fitch too?
I
love John Fitch. I like watching guys hold other guys down. To be honest, I like showing dominance.
Hang on, time out. If this wasn't an MMA show, and you heard somebody say, "I like to watch guys hold other guys down,"
maybe I like cops.
I'm happy that you put some emphasis on that P, so that people heard cops and not something else. Because in my head, I heard something completely different.
Gotcha.
Anyways.
So then we got Damian Maia taking on Kendall Grove. I think this is a straightforward win for Damian Maia, almost however he wants. Kendall Grove, the only way I can imagine him knocking out Maia, or beating Maia is with a knockout.
Okay, I'm picturing like a Street Fighter-esque win, like it's Sagat versus this little dude, and I'm imagining Damian Maia jumping in to, something actually jumping into a head kick. I don't know exactly how high Damian Maia can jump, but that's the only way that a Kendall Grove head kick will actually connect.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. He's gonna punt him like a football.
Yeah, maybe, but I think Maia takes him down.
I'm kidding. It's Damian Maia by any submission that he could want.
And
I'd love for him to go for
got good submission defense.
But I'd love with how long those legs are. I'd love for a leg lock of some sort, something.
Yeah,
heel hook.
I think he'll probably get a simple rear naked choke, something like that.
It can't be something fun. He's supposed to be like the greatest jiu-jitsu guy out there. I mean, play with the guy for a little bit, show a little class, and just,
the way he passes guard though is just it's
Absolutely.
so smooth,
I mean,
fast.
ask Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, he didn't pass his guard. He just tossed him like a rag doll. Whew. Next fight, our main event: Stephan Bonnar, Igor Pakriyats. I don't know how Bonnar loses this one. Pakriyats hits hard. That's about it. But Bonnar's got a good chin. This is going to be the first time I can recall Bonnar ever having a wrestling advantage over anybody.
This is the first time where I can remember in recent history that I am actually going to pick Stephan Bonnar to win a fight.
Well,
this is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you've gone up against the caliber of the Polish Experiment, not once, but twice.
And both fights were, well, the first fight was close. The second one, he just murdered him. But, yeah, Bonnar's just better than Pakriyats. Pakriyats' last one was James Irvin. Yeah. Not a good quality fighter by any means. Bonnar's just, he's fought tougher guys. He's beaten tougher guys. To me, it's all Bonnar.
I'm picturing, actually, I'm not 100% sure, but is this the first Ultimate Fighter finale since the Forrest Griffin? The last time they fought each other?
That Bonnar's on?
That Bonnar has been on?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm predicting a Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonnar 1 epic.
You think so?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Didn't think so. And then the finale of the show to find out who our next Ultimate Fighter is.
And I know we're going to have a disagreement with this one.
Yeah. We've talked about this.
I know we're going to have a disagreement.
We've got Jonathan Brookins.
Wait, say it like GSP would say it.
Jonathan Brookins. Jonathan Brookins.
And
you take on Michael Janssen. Or something like that.
Something like that.
I don't know.
I would ask you to say it like Josh Koscheck, but you don't have the right fro, and you're not black.
Mulatto.
You say potato, I say potato. Anyways.
Yeah. In this fight, I've got Jonathan Brookins. I think he'll stuff the takedowns if he has to. And I think he'll get takedowns of his own. And once he's down on the ground with Johnson, I think he's just so much better. I think he takes it.
I'm going to go upset here. As much as I think that Jonathan Brookins showed in recent Ultimate Fighter history the biggest wow factor of any fighter.
He's looked real good in those fights.
There's just something that makes me think that Michael Johnson is going to win this fight. When you have to get through a stud like Bruce Leroy to make the finals.
To be fair, he did beat Namfan. I mean, I guess
he murdered Bruce Leroy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That wasn't close, but Namfan's a tough guy. But Jonathan Brookins, he's been in there with Aldo.
He has a loss against Aldo, and he's Ultimate Fighter.
he went 3 rounds with him, maybe 2. I think he's just better. I hope so.
Everything on paper says that Jonathan Brookins should win this fight. I just got to bet on black, man.
There you go, back to the roulette thing. But
never bet on red.
Is that why you didn't pick Dane Sayers? Did I go there? Oh God!
Dane Sayers should have gotten the wild card.
Oh, Dane Sayers looked so good in his fight.
I don't care what anybody says.
He looked improved, which is what you want. Why not leave the guy in there just to see what he can do? He's tough. He's a good fighter. Well, he's not a good fighter, but he was good for the show.
Before we go,